Everybody hear me okay? Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. It's great to see so many people here in support of this great soldier who we're having to bid farewell to. We're talking about you. We're talking about you. Can't go hide back there. That's all good. So Major Kirk 23 years, 8 months. It all started Fort Campbell, Kentucky, when he came out to take an audition to find out what was this thing about Army bands. And they said, "Ooh, a keyboard player, we like you." And so I was already stationed at the Army School of Music when Kirk came in January of 1990. March.
Basic in January.
Basic in January, March, okay. So sometime that spring he came, and I was transitioning out, but I saw this young keyboardist, and had some great skills, and the school said, "Ooh, we want him to teach. We like what he's got." So we sent him up to Fort Lee for just a short time to find out a little bit about operations at an actual Army band before he came back to teach keyboardists. So it wasn't too long before there was a vacancy, and about 19 years later, here we are. And Kirk is a guy that is a nice, genuine, warm person. Michigan guy, University of Michigan.
Blue.
There you go, go Wolverines. But never content just to sit back. In '99, he finished up his jazz piano degree, master's degree, locally, which is very cool. And what a great example for us all to continue that learning model. But it's been an interesting transition. I dance in and out, and I get to see the pictures and the faces change. And he's been part of this group for a long time, and part of the identity and what it's become today. And I was really struck by some of the more memorable things. I mean, we all talk about the people that you get to impact, but he was with the volunteers as their element leader the first and second opportunities they had to deploy into an area of combat, which was pretty cool. And lots of things that make up a lifetime of memories that culminate in this moment. And it's just really impossible to replace all that experience, the personality that is uniquely you, and how you shape the performances that are the volunteers. But like we always do, we find ways to compensate, and we wish you well as you move forward. And be careful what you wish for. Put the house on the market and it's gone. So they are now officially homeless as of yesterday. And looking forward to going and spending some time in the area of New Mexico and settle in and find a place and spend some time in Chicago and New Orleans and Europe and just doing some chilling, letting the dust settle a little bit. That's a cool thing. Well, as a testament to you and who you are and what you mean, you see lots of your former colleagues, a lot of retirees, a lot of family. Where would we be without our family?
That's true.
That's true. And if you don't believe it, just ask Ronnie, because she'll
Go, Kirk!
There you go. And it's good to have Nick with us. He's in disguise, incognito. But thank you for your service in the Air Force. Glad that you're back in the area. Don't be a stranger. And lots of friends and family here. Also, we're Skyping? Who's Skyping?
I'm videoing.
I know. You're just videotaping. Okay. All right. Skype didn't work out?
No.
Okay.
Fine.
Well, Mom and sister back in Chicago
They
were
can
hoping.
hear us, I think.
We're
Trying to.
Okay, well, good. So there's a lot of interest in this special day where we're all coming together to honor a wonderful career, great contributions to the Army, and more specifically to the field band. So thank you for your service. We wish you all the best. Please, though you're going all the way out to Santa Fe, You've got good reason to come back once in a while,
Indeed.
and actually more than that, I'm sure, because you got family and friends in the area. So don't be a stranger. We'll look forward to seeing you and hearing updates on how the retirement progresses. So with that, it's time to present an award as the Army thanks Sergeant Major for his great service. Would you please stand?
Attention. The Meritorious Service Medal is awarded to Sergeant Major Kirk R. Kadish, the United States Army Field Band, for exceptionally meritorious service from 31 May 2003 to 1 June 2013, while serving as Group Leader, Equal Opportunity Representative, Unit Victim Advocate, Road Manager, Hotel Coordinator, and Transportation Coordinator for the United States Army Field Band. His superb musicianship, leadership, and unwavering dedication to the mission were key factors to the unit's mission success and positively impacted the lives of his soldiers and millions of Americans. His outstanding achievements reflect great credit on him, the United States Army Field Band, the Office of the Chief of Public Affairs, and the United States Army. From 31 May 2003 to 1 June 2013, signed, Jerry J. Valesky, Brigadier General, U.S. Army, Chief of Public Affairs. Certificate of Retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America. To all who shall see these presents reading, this is to certify that Sergeant Major Kirk R. Kadish, having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Army on the 31st day of August, 2013. Signed, Raymond Odierno, General of the United States Army, Chief of Staff. Colonel Holton presents Sergeant Major Kadish with a small pen, his words simply titled, United States Army, Retired. Certificate of Appreciation for Service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Kirk R. Kadish, Sergeant Major for Regular Army. I extend to you my personal thanks and a sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping the proud traditions of military service. Your commitment and dedication have been an inspiration for those who will follow in your footsteps and for all Americans who join me today in saluting you for a job extremely well done. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Barack Obama, Commander-in-Chief. This is to certify that Veronica M. Kadish, on the occasion of the retirement of her husband from the United States Army, has been grateful appreciation for her own unselfish, faithful, and devoted service. Her unfailing support and understanding helped to make possible her husband's lasting contribution to the nation. Signed, Raymond Odierno, General of the United States Army, Chief of Staff.
Go get 'em, Roddy.
The flag of the United States of America. This certifies that the accompanying flag was flown over the United States Capitol on January 3rd, 2013, at the request of the Honorable Carl Lemon, United States Senator. This flag was flown for Sergeant Major Kirk Kadish on the occasion of his retirement from the United States Army.
If you'd have them seat, please. We have one other formal contribution here from a former OIC, Chief Capola.
For those who don't know me, I used to work here at the United States Army Field Band. I currently work at Pershing Zone And fortunately today, Century 21 had a realtors seminar, so we pretty much shut down the building and I was able to make it out. Not only did I have the pleasure of being Kirk's OIC and boss for a while, I actually was around for the very beginning of the Kirk Kadish experience because I was on staff at the Armed Forces School of Music from 1990 to 1992, and I was a trombone player at the time, and I wanted to switch over to piano because piano players were getting promoted, and trombone players were not. And so then sergeant or specialist, whatever you were, specialist, Kadish actually helped me learn piano. And throughout my career, whenever anyone would say, you know, you really don't seem to have any kind of grounding in any of the fundamentals of how to play piano, and you're not able to really articulate any of the styles very well. When I would mention that Kirk Kadish was my instructor, then the light of understanding would come on to my eyes. I would get a lot of sympathy for that. I always enjoyed working with Kirk. As many of you know, I mean, he's just a delightful human being. And the times when I was the OIC and he was the NCOIC, the volunteers, it was kind of a case of me trying to herd that cat who was trying to herd other cats, all of whom were on heavy doses of caffeine. But we made it through, and I have a little poem I've written for Kirk. Sergeant Major Jeff Lopez is going to provide me an assist. In Melvindale, they'll build a shrine and put his name on Main Street's sign. He doesn't play like Rubinstein, more Chick Corea I define. Taught me piano, so malign. My flaws to him I do assign. My comping he could not refine. Played chopsticks with my hooves like swine. All stars and planets did align. I thought I heard the angels whine the day Kirk Kadish made E9. Did not decline. Go across the Mexico state line. Go walking just like Patsy Cline. With Ronnie he will intertwine. We toast them both with sparkling wine. He'll spend no time in a recline or make his Mustang Sally shine. His compositions he'll refine. Arterial flow is his bloodline. He's stretching toward the finish line, was often on the firing line, when volunteers would cross the line, when drummers would not toe the line, when singers lost melodic line, when Pete could not read ledger line. A rock and roll assembly line, a guy who laid it on the line. The time has come to draw the line. We'll see him on reception line. Then on his dime, we all shall dine. When he departs, the Vols will pine. He will retire, but not resign. Like all of you, I do opine. Kirk Kadish is a friend of mine.
I can't talk to you without my notes. I think all of us appreciate great speeches, right? Short and sweet, and maybe not too self-indulgent. Let's keep that. The only thing between us and the beer and the barbecue, which beer's not getting any colder, and barbecue's not getting any hotter. So I do have many people that I want to thank. Nobody gets to stand up here all by themselves and do this without the help, without the guidance, without the counseling of many folks. And so I'm going to do my best to thank as many of you as I can. If I leave you out, you just give me a slap in the face. Whatever you deem appropriate, and we'll do it. Let me start with the command group: Colonel Holton, Major Milbury, Major McKenzie, Chief McCulloch, Command Sergeant Major McClung. I will never work for a finer group of people than you. Chief Coppola, put it in there as well. Well, you were on me. I'm not going to mention it. No, really, truly, wonderful, wonderful people, great mentors, always with clear and consistent guidance to me. I can't express my appreciation enough. Thank you, guys. As Colonel said, we met back in the School of Music. Command Sergeant Major, of course, has been a trusted friend and advisor all the time that I've been here. Is this adjustable? No, that's right. It's close.
Do it.
That's right. Operations, Sergeant Major Bloom and your crew. Sergeant Major and I have known each other forever. We went to Guantanamo Bay together. We went to Belgium together. Michelle Laska, thank you for your hard work when I was the road manager. Sergeant Slade, Sergeant Milberg, thank you guys for being such great team players when I was the group leader. Mr. Agee, thank you for your energy, for your creativity, for your vision. You really brought a lot of great things to the organization. Appreciate that. Support, Sergeant Major Knopf, thank you for your advice and counsel. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your directness and frankness in taking care of things. I appreciate that. And your crew, Sammy Marshall, and the rest of you all. Appreciate that very, very much. Sergeant Dreisbaum McClintock, thank you for keeping me up and running on the laptop and for always being willing to help me out and always there to answer questions. I appreciate that tremendously. Truly do. Sergeant Bass, thank you for what you do. Rangers, Jay, Adrian, Paul, thank you guys. Former Rangers, Vince, Greg, Pascuzzi. You guys are amazing, amazing musicians. Thank you guys for all that great work that you guys do. Audio, Mac, Howie, Don. I won't include John. He's out on it. No, you guys are just spectacular, and I appreciate everything that you guys have done and all the things that I've learned from you and being good people. Jared Morgan, videographer, thank you, man, for everything that you brought to the organization. Great creative vision, great ideas, all kinds of great energy. That's what makes me excited to see what's happening as we move forward. It's going to be spectacular with this type of talent. Supply, Bernie, nobody more professional than you, man. Thank you for being such a great guy to work with and being patient with me when I didn't know what I was doing. Gene, Cedrus, of course, we've been buddies forever. I fully intend to spend a year or two with Ronnie in Cuba with you before all is said and done. That's my plan, right? You doing it? All right. Ms. Zardi, what a ray of sunshine Kathy Zardi is, huh? There you go. Anytime I'd walk in the building, if I wasn't feeling 100%, all I had to do was poke my head in supply and I'd get that warm, genuine smile, and everything was fine. Everything was going to be okay no matter what I might have been facing. So thank you very, very much for that. Mr. O'Neill, thank you for being such a great guy to work with. Really, really appreciate what you do. So easy to work with. Motor Pool, there they are. Gene, I see you. Tyrone Williams, there you are. Nate, all of you. Where's Mike? Mike, of course, you're the guys who travel with us the most. I appreciate so much, so very, very much how hard you guys all work and what a great part of the team you were for us, especially for the Vols. But we couldn't do it without you guys, and I appreciate that. I love you guys dearly. I'll mention EO real quick, equal opportunity, because I work for those folks and it meant a lot to me. So Sergeant Major Holmgren, Sergeant Lesha, it was a real pleasure for me to actually find a spot with that team and to be able to work with those folks. It added to the richness of my work to be able to help out in a way that meant something important to me, and I appreciate that a lot. Did I leave? No, did I leave for a little bit? No. But Kathy Bender, I've got you in here, but I want to make sure I mention, thank you very much. Great resource manager. Thank you so much for being such a great person to work with, so personable. The alumni, let me hear it from you. Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you guys. I'm glad to be a part of it. Glad to be joining you. Thank you guys for coming out to support me and making the move. I'm excited to be joining your ranks. I appreciate what you guys have done in the past. Of course, I appreciate what you continue to do for the unit. I appreciate the notion of that you guys give something tangible, a sense of the history of this great organization and put into flesh and blood for the younger soldiers what it means to be a part of the field band. It's a big deal, it's an important thing, and the fact that you guys come out today to support me and generally come out and support these events, I think is really cool, and I appreciate you guys for that. I got to call out the balls. JP, thank you for being here. Paris, thank you for being here. G-Money, Gerald, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate all you guys doing all that trouble to come out for me today. It means everything to me, okay? The performing groups, concert band, Summer Turner, same deal. I'm going to say, I hope I see you soon in Santa Fe, fellow New Mexican. And all of the advice, all of the counsel that you shared with me over the last several years has been critical, and I really, really appreciate that. I got to perform with the concert band a few times, holiday concerts. It was always awesome. A few of you will remember that I actually got to conduct one of my arrangements for about 5 minutes in front of the concert band when I dared to go up against Vince and Norman for the arranging spot, just to make it work a little bit. We all knew what was going to happen, but I wanted to do it anyway, just for the experience, and it was a lot of fun. Those 5 minutes of conducting the concert band were unforgettable. I swear to you, I would love to do that sometime. I should have. It was very, very cool. You had a great job, Mr. Harris. Awesome job. Soldiers Chorus, I've gotten to work with so many of you, mostly individually on the chamber series, helping out once in a while with solo auditions. But again, you guys are wonderful. You have, for good reason, brought me to tears more than once when I've listened to you sing when you guys are down there. It's great, great music, and I've enjoyed all the time that I've spent working with you all. JAs, you guys, of course, are amazing. So many of my friends there. A few of us who went to Hawaii together. More of Chief Letter, Major Bailey, if you remember him. And I'm leaving a few folks out right now, but we had a great tour of Hawaii when we were out there. I got to perform with them one time when Scooch was ill. Thank you, Scooch, for having surgery. He let me play Duke Ellington, of all things, at the Kennedy Center with the Jazz Masters. Again, an unforgettable experience. And one of the best, if not the best, definitely the best big band in the world, the Jazz Masters. Then, of course, the volunteers, you guys. My second family for the last 19 years, starting with all the way from JP in Paris, who let me in, and all the way through to the present. The bonds that have formed between me and you guys are special, very, very special, and very, very important to me. I'm proud of the things that we've accomplished, most recently, as the Colonel mentioned, Iraq and Kuwait. I'm very, very proud of that we were the ones to do that. I'm proud of having won the MPT of the Year. You guys really did. I'm proud of that. I am very, very happy to see what's happening as we transition. I'm so proud of what Sergeant Lambright is doing. I'm so proud to see what you guys are aiming to accomplish here in the near future. I could not be happier. I could not be prouder. I could not be gladder for all of you. And I'm very, very excited to see how you guys just continue to do amazing things, more amazing things in the future. What I hang on to the most, what I will remember the most, along with the friendships and the very strong bonds that have formed in performing with the group, are the people that we impacted, are the day in and day out folks that we made contact with from day to day. I can mention Gold Star parents that we run into at an Indiana State Fair, who would ask us, who would request shyly, is it okay if they spend a minute or two visiting with us after the show? Asking me, would you do that? Are you kidding me? Many, many experiences like that. Young veterans who are back home from war, who we perform for. Wounded warriors, as well as around the country, their families. So many of them who have stories to tell. They just want to talk to you. They want to tell their story. And they want to be a part of what we do. Those experiences, no matter what kind of music I do in the future, I will never get to do that again. And I regret that, but that's okay. I got to do it for a long time. I'm very proud that I got to do that. And it is an amazing part of this job. Certainly not something that I anticipated coming in. I had no idea what to expect. And the fact that we got to do that around the country and around the world, out in Belgium and different places like that, those things are so enriching and so wonderful. It's such a great thing that we get to do. And that's ultimately what this gig has meant to me. And I thank you guys. I thank you guys for being that second family for me. It wasn't always easy, and I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. I love you guys in this very, very special way. I mean that from my heart. Friends and neighbors. We've got Karen, Richard Curtis. We've got Donnie and Jen. Where's Jennifer? What's she doing? We've got Debbie, all neighbors who have been so critical, again, in our support structure, particularly when, for all the time that I've been away. They've been there for Ronnie, they've been there for us. And you guys are indispensable. And I really, really appreciate that. Really, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate how important you guys have been to us, to me being able to be here, us being able to do this today. We will miss you dearly, and I hope you'll be on with us soon. My family, Nick, my son, who I'm so proud of. He did his 4 years of service in the Air Force. I'm proud of that. You've got a great dream. You're moving forward with it in the most noble and honorable way. I appreciate that. Thank you for being such a supportive and loving and good son. Thank you for that. You've been great and always supportive of me. That means everything to me. Last but not least, cousins. You got to call cousins and brother-in-laws. Whoops, getting out of order. My cousins Larry and Dwayne, who I grew up with, and more than anybody else, I think we can kind of appreciate the meaning of family and the meaning of a big family, because we grew up in such a nice, rich environment as kids. And thankfully, the two of them have been living in Arlington for a good while, and I've had that opportunity to have family reasonably well at hand. And that, you guys, has meant so much to me, to have access to you guys, to be able to have family nearby. It has meant the world. We've done all kinds of wonderful things together. And I'll miss you guys. We'll do more. We'll do more. My brother-in-law Joe and Lynn from Brooklyn, thank you guys so much for coming down all that way to be with us today. Again, we appreciate so much that support and that love. And finally, last but not least, my rock, my everything. There's no way whatsoever that I could have done this without the support of my wife. No way whatsoever. This is a project that we started out on together. We bundled up our little 1-year-old baby and we said, okay, let's do this. We don't know what it's going to entail. We don't know what kind of risks are involved. We don't know what's going to happen. But let's do this together. And we've made it together. We've accomplished this, you and I together. It's a team effort. And it just goes to show that you can make a plan, and you can execute a plan, and you can accomplish it. And now we get, I hope, to reap the benefits of that, to enjoy ourselves, to certainly, as Colonel had mentioned, there was a tremendous sacrifice from our families for us doing this, and now we get the benefit of that. Now we get all that time together. We can start writing our ticket in a lot more ways. I can't express. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your devotion. Thank you for your strength. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your love. I appreciate it very, very much. I think that's all I've got. There's, you guys know how to get to Pavilion 5? No. Remember where Dale had his last year? Right next to the cottage. I hope you'll be there. We should have Gordy's barbecue. We've got beer. We've got box wine. We've got sodas.
Of course you got
If you can't make it, I will see you soon. That's what I got.
Join us in singing the
thanks to our musicians.
Okay. Whose is this? Debbie, whose is this? Kirk?
What's the story?
We gotta leave. Everything okay?
Yeah, she's just itchy.
Let's something bitter. Because last night when I was in the yard, there was a hatch of gnats coming up everywhere. So she might have got bitten on the legs by a bunch of those gnats and stuff. Could have been fertilizer in the grass too. Okay.
Go get it. But it'll be in this now. Kyle's not in. The only thing I'm going to be able to do is give her that.
But
And it's going to take you half hour, 45 minutes to get there anyway. She shouldn't go home.
can't the nurse give her a Benadryl?
No. Can your mom give her a Benadryl?
You can take her out to the car, give her a Benadryl,
Yeah.
and let her go back in.
My mom's going to call me. Mom ran to the store. Mom's going to call me when she gets home, and then I'll see. Or if Kyle calls me back, Kyle can run up and take her out to the car, give her a Benadryl, and then she can go back to the store.
Because you both don't have to go. Because, you know, Nick's going to take me back. Karen's here. We can ride with them. My car's at the Giant parking lot. So if we can get to the Giant, you know, I can drive down whomever from the Giant. So if somebody has to go get Riley, but you know, maybe Kyle will.
Well, somebody's got to go get her. I don't like it anyway.
Hold on, let me see. Do you know if Kyle's home or what?
He could be home asleep. Or
I was gonna say, let me
see
call
if his car is there.
one of the kids.
Just see if his car's there.
Because he was supposed to go to a friend's house.
Okay.
She's not sick. She's got taken
Hey,
outside
sweetie,
for science
could you
class.
look out and tell me if Kyle's car?
Oh, you're okay.
Okay, Kyle, you want them to go get it? All right. All right. I love you. Do that. All right. Jennifer, where's your Alex is going to go bring Kyle in. Yeah, my kids go across the street. They've done that. I've had their Kyle go with one of my kids.
Debbie, call me. Can you go over and tell him to get off? He's trying to go to school first. Liz, you got the key.
Alex doesn't even ask anymore. He just walks in, takes it, unlocks the door, puts it back. She's going to be in. So they always make sure it gets back.
Oh, yes.
She's not. She's having she can't breathe unless she's real busy. She's got a test. Men's room, ladies' room, same place in Women's is straight ahead, men's is straight ahead. once he made it. Just celebration.
Hello, how you doing?
Like that nice little camera, want to charge it. We got so many chargers around the house. I had to get it in there. And I'm one of them kind of guys, you know, I just don't flip it. It's not ruined it. And you can't fix it. You might as well just throw them away.
They got guys up there inside the acres.
Yeah, because I got one in mine, the flash one I bought. I can't tear it apart to fix it. The other one was $350 to fix it. How many more you want for that? Probably less.
Ronnie's daughter or Kirk's granddaughter.
Yes. Huh?
He's in the shower. That's it. Alex? Did you yell at him and tell him to call his mom when he's done? All right. Can you leave him a note or something? What? Okay, probably in the kitchen. Is there a piece of paper?
In the drawer, like right under the TV.
In the drawer, right under the TV. Let me get a picture of it.
I need to take